DRS, we're talking about significant starters, Cy Young contenders, 3 of them in the last 72 hours in MLB that now have expressed elbow concerns. Shane Bieber for the Cleveland Guardians, Valdez for the Houston Astros. On the other side of the National League, Spencer Strider of the Atlanta Braves. What is to blame, if anything? We are not sure at this moment, but it is cause for concern around MLB. An offensive affair, though, because in the opening part of that first inning, top half of the first, Houston scored 2 runs. Texas responds with 5 in the bottom. We saw all 15 runs in this game. All 15. Houston went over the pregame total by themselves, getting into double digits. By the time we ended the 5th inning in a huge game from Yordan Alvarez, 3, 4, 5, 3 RBIs, and a deep ball yesterday for the Astros, who are now 5-7 and have bounced back from the 0-4 start, of course being swept in their opening series of the year by the New York Yankees. Speaking of those New York Yankees, second home series of the season underway yesterday in the Bronx. It's actually nice in the Northeast today. Yesterday, and the Yankees take advantage, celebrating the good weather with a 7-0 win over the Miami Marlins. Hey, the Fish got their first win of the year on Sunday in St. Louis, but now Miami is 1-10.
Yeah, by the way, also, Garrett Cole starting to throw on the mound. So good vibes there from a guy we might have been lost from the year. And also, Nestor Cortez, who, if you guys remember, was the opening day starter for the New York Yankees. First 2 games here, trouble early innings. That didn't happen here. And quite frankly, 8 innings pitched, only 2 hits, no earned runs, 6 Ks, didn't even walk a guy. That's absolutely tremendous, the way that one played out here. But if we're looking from a Yankees perspective, we know they're going to be good. The question now comes up on the Marlins here at this point. What are we going to expect from the Marlins here on out? It looks terrible to start. And also, yes, hitting weather, small ballpark. You finally get out of that big cavern down in South Beach. You put up 2 hits, don't score a single run, and away you go the rest of your regular season. I mean, Miami 1-10 on the season to start.
When you look at the New York Yankees, however, you could not ask for more. Anthony Volpe gets the scoring started in the bottom of the 4th, 3-run home run. He is batting .417 this year. We share the WAR, the win above replacement. Yesterday, Volpe is second best in MLB, only behind Mookie Betts. And Juan Soto, what a tremendous start in pinstripes. Yesterday, 2-for-3, also a 3-run shot in the bottom of the 4th inning. He's batting .357. Another walk earned yesterday for the most patient hitter in all of MLB. So the Yankees off to a 9-2 start. They were booked as a pretty hefty home money line favorite yesterday, -154. But because Nestor Cortez shuts down the Fish on the other side, total of 8 does stay under. What a start this year it has been for both the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Detroit Tigers. And the Buccos keep it rolling. DRS, 2 teams in Major League Baseball at this moment. Only 2 teams have, actually 3 because the Dodgers did one yesterday. 3 teams in Major League Baseball have won 9 games. The Yankees, the Dodgers, but LA has played 13. And the Pittsburgh Pirates, a 7-4 victory yesterday at home over the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, we talked about it a few times already this year, and quite frankly, just about every year entering in here. You're taking a look at those April baseball teams by saying, well, we don't really expect too much out of this team, but you can still go toe-to-toe early. Pitching staffs aren't settled yet. Pitchers usually not going past the 7th inning. Bullpen still got to be determined, playing in 40 to 50-degree temperatures here. Once you hit May, June, and July, the cream is going to rise to the top. But don't tell that to the Pittsburgh Pirates here with a 9-2 start. That's absolutely fantastic. And we thought yesterday, Keller being that veteran on the mound going against a young guy in Olsen, maybe they had the advantage, and they certainly did. You see that Detroit opened up with a 1-0 lead, but then 5 straight runs in the 2nd and 3rd innings combined for the Pittsburgh Pirates really sealed the deal. Hitting the baseball, having good pitching, solid play in April. Let's see where the Buccos can take this, because the more you believe, it's like we talk about underdogs all the time. Let them hang around. They'll believe they're a really good baseball team, and they're doing it right now.
Mitch Keller, 6 innings of work yesterday, 98 pitches for the Buccos, 9 strikeouts in 6 innings for Mitch Keller. Our central focus takes us to Cincinnati up next, and it was a high-scoring affair in the Great American Ballpark. 10-8 the victory for the Reds over the Milwaukee Brewers. This game was a pick-em, -108 on both sides. The Reds eke out a victory. And when you look at this game, DRS, a huge one for Elly De La Cruz, one of the bright young stars for Cincy. The Reds off to a really good start this year as well.
And by the way, Steer's been great in that lineup, 378, went 1 for 5 yesterday, but punched in 2 RBI. And keep in mind as well, we still worry about bullpens, and we talk about the NBA. Up 20 points, you lose the game. How can that happen? You take a look yesterday, an 8-0 lead here for the Cincinnati Reds at home, and it turned into a very close game. Something you'll see a lot here in the month of April. But the Brewers 6-3 after that loss. The Reds 5-4. It's going to be an interesting central race all the way through here, especially if teams like the Reds, Brewers, and Buccos all stay close together.
Ellie De La Cruz, 3 of 4 yesterday, scored 4 runs, had 2 RBIs and 2 home runs. One was a true home run. Yeah. The other one in the bottom of the 7th to really pace things for Cincinnati and add on their final offense of the game, and a key insurance run in the bottom of the 7th. Inside the park homer, a superstar for Cincinnati. Other notes and news from Major League Baseball yesterday. The Mets knock off the Braves in a thriller, 8-7. Again, the Dodgers pick up their 9th win of the year in Minneapolis against the Twins, 4-2. The Phils, a victory in extras against the Redbirds, 5-3. And the Blue Jays knock off the Mariners with a 5-2 score. The Cleveland Guardians, we talked about the injury to Shane Bieber, but they're 8-2. They've won 5 straight. The Guardians victorious yesterday as well.